Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. This is an unscheduled, not like many of them are scheduled anyway, but this is welcome to Call Me Nakomi World. I am Call Me Nakomi, and this is a special edition of Lakers and the Other 29. I've been wanting to do episodes after the last couple games. I watched definitely. I chimed in with my homeboy Dan on his playback feed. So I was engaged, but at the same time, I just didn't get a chance to just get away and actually get a video to talk to you guys about what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling around now. Getting closely approaching to the trade deadline. As you can see, this episode is going to be about the trade deadline. Um, so I'm just gonna, just talk about my feelings. How I feel as we approach this time right now. I am crazy, crazy tired, but I was like, I'm gonna jump in and just do a video real quick because I wanted to get on and do this video before the trade deadline tomorrow, which is Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that would be 12 o'clock Western Pacific Time. So we're all going to be obviously plugged in, waiting on our phones, holding our phones like like as a lifeline, trying to make sure whether or not anything happened and for us to be the first to know. And I'm not sure if I'll be able to do a video that moment, but definitely that evening, tomorrow evening, I will be doing a video if I can. I'm going to try my best to do it. I don't care if I have to be in my car somewhere in the parking lot. I'm gonna do a video real quick just to give you my immediate reactions to the video to any trades that might have happened or any trades that did not happen. So I hope y'all stay plugged in. Come tap in with me. Like to this video, if you haven't done so before, please go ahead and just like it. I'm going to give y'all some good content. Go ahead and subscribe also if you haven't done so before. I don't know. I really appreciate you guys, just coming in and engaging with me. But go ahead and hit the subscribe button so y'all will know every time when I come out with a video, and also go ahead and hit that alert button so you guys will get an alert when I do a video. I'm going to try to do more so posting, doing more posts on Instagram. Just let you guys know that I'm about to go live, or I'm gonna go live later on in any day. But at the same time, I appreciate y'all. But at the same time, you guys also need to just go ahead and follow me on Instagram so y'all can get those messages. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But anyway, also last thing before I get into today's topics, um, uh, as you can see down there, I have my Cash App name information. So if you feel like donating any amount of money, I, I'm, 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 I appreciate y'all. Plain and simple. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all just coming here and engaging with me, just talking or just dropping a comment, liking it. I appreciate all of it. You know what I mean? But if you want to give a little bit more, go ahead and just cash at me a little bit of money. I'm not asking for much, but I'm trying to, trying to build something and trying to, get some funds to throw towards a lot more other things, not just programs and platforms, access to upgraded programs and platforms. As y'all can see, I got the Powered by StreamYard. I can get that taken off and maybe add some more things to my window if I get the upgraded version, but that's of course going to cost a little bit of Skrilla. So if y'all donate anything, I really appreciate y'all. It'll just help me a lot, help to ease that way into doing some better things on this channel. And also towards all my other projects. As I said last time, I am a writer and I am a filmmaker. And so I'm building towards building or um yeah, building on my equipment that I have and the abilities that I'll be able to do and the things that I'll have access to. So I really appreciate all y'all support in whatever way y'all decided to support me. I really truly appreciate it. One last thing also, I don't know if y'all ever look for me on podcasts, but I do have a podcast channel that's affiliated and connected, or if not, is this channel. I as of right now, I have some of my talking just Call Me Nakomi World episodes where I'm just basically talking about just current events and stuff like that, and also some things where I'm just doing reviews of the book series that I love, Wheel of Time, and also some other things that I talk about, just different topics, many topics, but at the same time, I'm building, and I hope that you guys stay along with me for the ride. So Thank you so much and bless you all. But let's get into the topics today. Of course, I don't want to be here too long. I'm just going to be hitting some quick hitters, the one hitter quitter, you know what I'm saying? Bop, bop, real quick. Of course, tomorrow's the trade deadline. And the one team that I am, of course, focused on is my Lakers. You know what I mean? Real quick, actually, first thing that's going to happen tomorrow before the trade deadline, I believe before the trade deadline. Actually, I need to check on the time of when they're going to do this, but they are unveiling the Kobe Bryant statue in front of, I was about to say Staples Center, but in front of Crypto Arena, which will always be Staples Center to all Laker fans out there. And I'm looking forward to seeing it. I'm looking forward to I'm hoping that I'm not going to cry while I'm seeing probably his family out there crying and other loved ones and people that's very special and dear to the Laker family. I'm looking forward to watching it. I'm going to definitely watch it live. Don't tell my boss, but while I'm at work, you be that way sometimes. You know how we do. You know how we do. You know what I mean? I know I watched the whole Cat Williams interview while I was at work. So, what we're gonna do? We're gonna do out there. If you chime in with me, let me know. What pose or what do you think they should do with the Kobe statue? I mean, do you think they should do my man right here back here pulling his jersey off? That'd be absolutely awesome. I kind of feel like it should be his patented jumper, you know what I mean? His patented jumper. Not with the it's like almost with the legs kind of kicked out a little bit, but basically it's just his, his Kobe. That's his Kobe jersey. That's his Kobe thing. Or on top of the scores table like this after the championship, you know what I'm saying? There's tons of things, you know what I mean? So I'm really looking forward to see where they decided to go and where the designer decided to go, and I'm just hoping that the statue looks like him. That's pretty much what I'm hoping for. Somebody asked earlier, sometime I was listening to something, and they said whether or not they thought that Gigi should be a part of the statue. Although, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love that idea. Of incorporating her since she was lost with him, and damn near was absolutely a part of the Laker family to me personally. I'm sure all of the Laker fans out there who loved Kobe and was watching Kobe even post career and was just looking at him playing with his daughter in their in home gym and saw the killer in her, just like her father, and was looking forward to her going to college and this growing into a great basketball player. And that was robbed from us also. So it'll be special for them to honor them both. But at the same time, I kind of feel like that's hallowed ground for Laker legends. And even though I feel like they definitely can and probably have, represented the memory of Gigi all over that whole entire arena, that specifically to me should be respectfully should be reserved just for Laker greats, and Kobe would be that definitely. Honestly, I hope that the family understands that sentiment. But hey, that's this my opinion on it. It should be Kobe, and I hope that they pick a really good pose. But either way, I don't care what pose. He could be just hanging out in his usual very introspective, intelligent looking way, talking to people, you know what I mean? Or just whether or not he has those bottom teeth protruding, how he used to look later on, with the Mamba style, basically. So all of that, I'm looking forward to seeing what they decide to come out with, and I really appreciate them finally doing that. It, I think they waited a good amount of time for it to be, they it's perfect. 2/8/24. It's kismet. Put it up to God. There it is. Love you, Kobe, man. Never be another. There will never be another. But anyway, guys, so let me move on to the next topic. Of course, the next topic tonight is going to be moves. Of course, it's also the trade deadline tomorrow. Besides, also a game that we're playing against the Nuggets, and I believe that, let me see what they're trying to say right now is the over unders on the Nuggets game. We are currently a 3-point underdog. Not surprised, but I'll take it with the 3 points. I think that's what they say. Is that what it is? Just you 2 seconds, guys. I'm so sorry. I apologize. Da, 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 da. Um, tomorrow. I love you guys tomorrow. And we are, yes, a 3.5 underdog against the Nuggets. Hey, I'll take that. I'll absolutely take that. Yo, what up, Veg Dog? How you doing? Salute to you, bro, too. I appreciate you for tapping in. We are 3-point underdog. I'll take that. You know what I mean? Because I mean, they could say right now, funny enough, I'm looking at the team that they have below them for tomorrow, which is the Trailblazers versus the Pistons, and the Portland Trailblazers are a 5.5 underdog. I'm sorry, the Pistons are a 5.5 underdog to the Portland Trailblazers. So hey, I guess they expected for that to go down and be more of a blowout, but it looks like they expect for our game to be a little closer. Obviously, they still expect for them to win, but I feel like we're going to put a little bit more sauce and a little bit more can to and have to um and pull out that win. I hope to. They're going to be wearing the black Kobe, the black Mamba jerseys. I was looking all over NBA TV, NBA store for that joint. I'm probably going to have to go to the corner, down the alley in Chinatown and pick that up one day if I because I can't find them. So I'm hoping they decide to come and go ahead and put that up on the shop. Go ahead and sell you another couple thousand of those jerseys and make y'all some money. I'm saying Lakers it's easy. It's easy math. Go ahead and do that. Um, but it looks like it should be a good game, and we're gonna be out there. Salute, bro. Empire Jeff, what's going on with you, man? Thank you for tapping in, man. I really appreciate you, man. I really appreciate you. So this trades. Should we do anything? Of course, let's talk about the first situation. The trade chip, that the number one trade chip that we think that we looking at trading, or people are saying is our best trade piece. And even though he's playing amazingly, he's been averaging, I think, 24 points for the past like 11 games, upping his assists. He is dropping straight dimes in the middle in the paint to AD and to Bron and whoever wants to cut. He is lethal from outside. He's stretching the defense more. So I think he's playing his ass off. And some people might be like, oh, D'Lo, he might just be playing it off or whatever. But I think he kind of got his mind right a little bit. I think his mind is in a better place right now. He's kind of blocked out the noise. And all you can do is hope that someone, carries on that kind of effort. Because honestly, be real 100%. Bron don't look completely engaged all day, every single day out there. So how are you going to judge D'Lo by whether or not he's affected by what's going on and whether or not he's going to play or not play? He got hurt. He got put to the bench. He came back. Sometimes doesn't even play all the way to the fourth quarter. He's all over the place. So whenever he comes out there, he the time that he's been focused and it seems to be he's been focused on whatever time he gets out on the court for however long he has left with the Lakers. He's definitely just going to give it his all, and that's all you can ask for. And like I was listening to some people speaking about, and that's exactly what I've been saying for the past. If he's giving you 24 points and dropping at least somewhere around 3, 4, maybe 5, sometimes more threes a game, who are we getting who's going to do exactly the same thing, if not more? Because that basically is the reason for a trade. The reason for a trade is if it's a bad contract and you want to get up off of it before you got to ante up for that money. You know what I mean? That's not the issue, because he's not even he's under the contract next year. You know what I mean? So he could do whatever he wants to do, and y'all don't have no kind of like obligation to keep him there. Besides that, you're losing assist and game management by him. He knows the team, he knows the players, he has great chemistry with the two main players, if not the three main players. He has great chemistry with them, and I think that a lot is being blamed on him, but that doesn't have anything to do with him. It's basically every time we get a little bit of momentum going, we get an injury. So the team is always in flux. You can't completely blame that on him. And like I said, who are you going to get back? DeJounte Murray can't shoot from the outside like that. And personally, I don't see him as a point guard on D'Lo's level. Game manager, I never really seen him in that position. Trey is obviously that dude in Atlanta. You know what I mean? And when he was with San Antonio, who knows what he was doing? Who was watching when he was at San Antonio? I mean, yeah, I saw some clips here, clips there, what like that, basically. But don't nobody watch San Antonio like that to be studying no DeJounte Murray, some kid who Pop just picked up. And I mean, I'm sure if Pop picked him up, he should have some potential. But at the same time, yeah, he wasn't being groomed the way he should have been groomed with the fact that, yeah, you need to shoot them threes. You are the point guard. If they leave you open, that's just basically fundamental point guard basketball. You bring the ball up, you distribute, you game manage, and if they leave you free, pull up. That's what it is. That's how you play basketball. So he's checking all the boxes. D'Lo is checking all the boxes. You know what I mean? I don't think they should move D'Lo. Period. Do I think that they moved D'Lo? Honestly, now the fact that move hasn't been made yet, I don't think that they moved D'Lo. But you never know what could happen because we didn't think they was going to make all the moves that they was going to make last year. And then next thing you know, boom, change the whole entire team around and for the better. You know what I mean? So you had success with this team. I'm not saying that we're gonna win a championship. I still think I still think it is it's a possibility that we'll win a championship. But at the same time, yeah, we're not one of the top teams. We gotta fight our way just to get out of the ninth spot right now. I personally feel, and Dallas is kind of helping us out by not being amazing right now. But at the same time, we still got to lock in. There's so many, every single year, is so many games that I could just point to that was just like, yeah, if we had that game, and if we had that game, if we had that game, if we had that game, shit, we've been fourth place. I mean, there's so many games that we lost just this season. We'd be in sixth at the very least. You know what I mean? So anyway, shout out to D'Lo. I liked you when we drafted you. I thought you were a killer then, and I think that you are a killer for hire now. And I think that I think that I don't know about long term, but I think that right now you are what the team needs. But we definitely do need more things, and I don't know exactly what we got to trade for it. I guess Rui would be the next one, and honestly, if I had to choose between Rui and D'Lo, I like you, Rui, and I don't mean to disrespect all of Japan, but you might have to go, boy. Hey, I'm gonna have to holler. We gonna peace out to you, bro. And that package him with somebody else and see if we can get somebody else in here. But it just is what it is. I don't think that we should part with D'Lo. Can we get Murray and D'Lo? I mean, that'll be cool. And then maybe we could put either D'Lo or Reeves on the bench, and that'll be cool. That'll be cool. If we got another person that's out there, of course, is oh my God, why is my brain just blanking out on me right quick, yo. My brain, Bruce Brown. So exactly. So Bruce, I'm sorry, I'm looking at Reg Dog's comment saying D'Lo shooting 45% from three since the new year. Hey, new year, new you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them break your soul. Why? Because you are a superstar. That's how you got to be in your life, in your mind. You know what I'm saying? You got to be your biggest cheerleader. Not block out all the noise because they're going to talk like that every single year. You know what I'm saying? Let Reeves have a few bad games. And next thing you know, they're going to be like, Reeves might have to go because he don't got the eye of the tiger. He don't got the glow like Bruce Leroy. You know what I mean? So you just got to block out all that foolishness because every single year they're going to basically, if you are good but not a superstar, your name is always going to be in trade rumors. I personally think that you should just take it as a compliment because that means that not that they don't want you, but you are worth enough that people should want you. So it's kind of it's horse trading. That's what it is. It's horse trading. That's the NBA. You know what I mean? So so I think that so I don't think that they should give away D'Lo. So I feel like they should figure something out, maybe with Rui, Gabe, whoever you got to basically package to, maybe Hood Schifino. And I mean, I'm cool if Hood Schifino has to go, even though sometimes, I got a tender spot for all of our draftees, but at the same time, sometimes you just got to move on. And if it makes you better, do it. If it doesn't make you better, best trade is no trade. If they trying to beat us over our head, if they trying to empty out pockets and run the jewels and give me them Jordans off your feet too, bro. If they trying to do all that, you're like, yo, we just gonna have to square up and fight over this because I'm not giving it to you. I'm not gonna mortgage my entire future to get a kid that I don't know if it's going to work out. Honestly, DeJounte Murray, he seems like that kind of guy. Me not speak on him. Honestly, I don't know. I really don't know him. But from the videos that I've seen, I don't know. It feels like he's fighting against the world. And I don't know. I didn't know he had beef with nobody. You know what I mean? He just feels like he got like a huge ass chip on his shoulder, and I can see that. You're supposed to when you are a professional player and you're good. You've been the best player you knew for pretty much most of your life, except for who was in the NBA. And you finally get here, you got to stand up for yourself. I feel it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I don't know if that energy is gonna productively be transferred to the court. Let me say it that way. So if that happens, no problem. We'll have an aggressive dude who can play. At the same time, do I feel like he is a natural, immediate superstar, lockdown starter? He got to prove that shit. I mean, before he got here, we beat Boston. We beat Clippers several times. We beat the Suns. We beat, we beat New York. I mean, we beat some Oklahoma City. We beat some amazing teams without him. And I just don't want to see him come in with a big head thinking that, oh, this is my team now. I'm the kid for the future. Slow down, homie. You might be another chip too. You might be another trading chip too, because I'm hoping for for something that we might be able to do in the future. If we pass up on doing any moves right now. So other trades, what's his name? Finney Smith. Great defender. I don't know if we have him and Rondo and Cam. I mean, although I don't think we brought Cam in, or maybe we did bring Cam in as a defensive guy, or found out that, oh wow, I didn't know he could play defense like that. Honestly, I really didn't, because he was barely getting any points throughout most of his career anyway. I mean, barely getting minutes like that. So if we have Fetty, it would just be another dude who plays great defense, but we can't really rely on to give us extra points unless we give him extra minutes. And giving him extra minutes is taking away minutes from our real true point, bucket getters. So, and plus we're going to probably have to get rid of one of those bucket getters to get him. So, another dude, I guess people are, considering, there's a bunch of other people that's out there, you know what I mean? But any moves that we make, I just hope that are good ones. I hope that it's not mortgaging our future. I don't think that anybody who they're talking about right now is worth a first. Like, is Bruce Brown worth a first? I don't know. I personally, I didn't see that. He was a wily, player who came off the bench for Denver last year, and he played really well. So he got him a nice little contract somewhere else, and he dipped on them. You know what I mean? And that's cool. But do we, if for a dude who's about to be traded for the about to be traded for the second time, maybe tomorrow, do we want to give a first up for him? I just don't feel like he's worth that. I just don't feel like he's worth that. We're just giving up, making somebody else richer. And we don't got less. We got less than covered. And there's no guaranteed. It's like a quarterback picked in the first round in the NFL, like top 5 quarterback picks. Not a lot of them become Hall of Fame superstar quarterbacks, and quarterbacks are way too important to pick bums. But at the same time, they still get picked because they look great in college, and then they come out into the pros, and they get exposed. They get exposed. And honestly, to me, coming to the Lakers, playing with Anthony Davis and LeBron James, and we obviously playing for a championship, you're gonna get exposed, because this is the big leagues, and every team is gonna give us their all. You can look really, really good on the Atlanta Hawks, playing for a good 30 minutes and pulling up 25, 7 and 50, 7 and 5. You can look really good there. But tell me how you look when every single team, even the bum teams, give you their all every single game. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. I know that's a saying from my hometown, New York, but at the same time, in LA, if you can make it in LA, you can make it anywhere. And that's why all of our throw-offs get picked up for contracts. Plain and simple. So is that pressure? Bruce Brown, I could see him, contributing. I don't see him being a starter. So we'd be giving up a starter to get a bench person who could give you some good on ball defense, but at the same and give you 15 points off the bench in timely moments. But we giving up a starter for a bench player? I mean, we got to be getting a starter back. It is what it is. And are we making more room on the starting lineup for Finney Smith? We got to think better. I'd personally, for where we at right now, with LeBron James possibly being leaving next season, I think that we should really start to think about not rebuild mode, but post LeBron mode. And if I were him, I'd basically be along for the ride, because I still feel like you're on a team that is built around you. It might not complement you perfectly, but at the same time, has been built around you, damn near by you and your company. And I'm hearing, he should he should ask for a trade to the Knicks. Yo, for real, 100. If that's what you want, Bron, thank you for your services. Thank you for your service. That's like you were a military man. I would thank you for your service and say all the best to you. Because if that's what you need to do, go ahead and do that. We try to win championships too. But if you feel like you can't get it here, we're not gonna pack LA and move it to New York for you. You choose New York, do that. You know what I mean? And that's fine. You know what I mean? There's no guarantee in New York either. I don't think there's any guarantees anywhere. You know what I mean? Look at the Sixers. The Sixers might have wanted to throw their hat in for you, but you want to do that now that Embiid is out for the next, maybe say 2 months, which he could pretty much does every single year, and AD is giving you an MVP season. He's giving you an MVP season. Personally, I feel like if y'all had a better record right now, he'd be in the MVP conversation above LeBron James. He'd be in the MVP conversation, but they don't have that. But you basically gave up the entire, damn near the whole Laker roster to bring AD in, and then you would leave. That seems out of your character. That seems out of your character, and it would sully your legacy and your reputation for years to come if you were to do that. I'm not saying for you to never leave the Lakers, but don't ask for a trade. That would be bad form, plain and simple. But trades that we could do, get a little bit something on the side, or I'm not even fronting. I'm listening to Dan, and I completely agree with him that there are players on the buyout market that could definitely fill those spots. Because I mean, right now, what's our rotation? 8 guys. We got people on the bench that don't even see the court unless we blowing somebody up. And those people that's on our roster, we could send some people down to G League. It ain't like Max Lewis is playing right now. You know what I mean? Jalen Hood-Schifino-Baylor gets in for like more than a minute. You know what I'm saying? So we could make some space. Go ahead if you need to let somebody go. Let somebody go. Make some space. Bring in. I'm not even mad at what's the last name? Stanley Johnson. I'm not mad at bringing in Stanley, because honestly, out of all those players we had when we had Russ here and we were trying to piece together teams because we had 3 stars, remember that? I mean, don't get me wrong. If we could get LeBron back and we could maybe get a Donovan Mitchell next year, I pay that money, because we ain't gonna pay that money forever. You know what I mean? I'll take that dip, because he could give you 60. He could give you 70. You know what I mean? Shoot. That's more than LeBron ever gave nobody. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, and I would do that in a heartbeat. So honestly, and I feel like Donovan Mitchell would love to come and play for the Lakers. I mean, he's winning right now, but that's what he's supposed to do. That don't mean that he want to stay there. So it's a sign of the time. Go ahead and ask for that trade out there, babe. Maybe not right now, because you don't want to mess up your character or your legacy or your reputation. You don't want to do that right now. But in the offseason, y'all don't win the championship. Just saying, you got a nice clean seat right here for you, Mr. Mitchell. We'll call you Mr. Mitchell. Pick you up from the airport, bro. We will roll out the red carpet, and you can be here for as long as you want to, as long as you're playing well. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, hey, we're not crazy. We're not gonna just give you a free pass. People had to earn this yellow and purple and gold. Plain and simple. So a little bit of moves around the corners, maybe bring back this player. Maybe we wait for Gabe Vincent and Vando to come back. Cam should be back maybe in the next couple weeks. Vincent should be back maybe by the end of February. Hopefully by then, Vando's coming back too. Fully healthy team. We'll actually see what we actually look like, the whole entire team. Gabe Vincent seems like a dude that's just like, hey, I'm a ball player. Go ahead and put me in as the backup point guard when the second group comes out, and he can go out there and ball and do what he got to do. I think it actually might work out. I mean, we were giving Rob flowers all through all through preseason because he put together a pretty good team. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but at the same time, it was a pretty damn good team. And if it wasn't for the injuries, we would be better. We would have a better record. So maybe a move here, a move there, maybe a Alex Caruso, maybe a well, when I'm gonna bring back Derek Dennis Schroeder. I mean, maybe not completely happy about it. I mean, it's not gonna make me ecstatic, but at the same time, he brought a lot of intangibles, especially with defense, and he can hit a three from time to time, timely threes too. You know what I mean? So although he did have a good amount of turnovers here and there that were, he's not the greatest in the paint passer like D'Lo is, and that's why D'Lo, to me, I think for AD's sake, D'Lo should stay. So I'm not sure. I'm not a great trade person to remember all the names that have heard passed around. I've heard so many different names, and that goes along with being a Laker fan. Every single person in the league is going to use the Lakers as leverage. It's the Lakers, just basically Lakers equal leverage is just how it goes down. You know what I mean? So, oh, I heard the Lakers like this guy. You better come and get him before the Lakers take him. And we like, Lake who? Who's that dude? We don't know. He wasn't even on the book. He wasn't even in the book. He wasn't even he was on the whiteboard. Is he on the whiteboard? Nope, he's not on the whiteboard. How do you spell his name? Yeah, we don't know this dude. So I mean, but we get used. So there's like 50 people attached to the Lakers in trade talks, and honestly, if we make moves, I'll be surprised just because of the fact that it hasn't happened yet. But yeah, this is how it works. You wait to the last, and then you wear them down, and then you hit them, and hopefully they take the offer. And if not, we rock out with what we got, and that's true fighters is what we do. We try to get better, and if we can't get better, we're just gonna have to go out there with rocks and sticks and beat people up as best as we can. You know what I mean? We play good defense. If we play good defense and we move the ball, I think that we are so much better. And that honestly, what was that last game? That last game was against Charlotte. And AD and Braun were back in there. And honestly, no, they played against New York too. But the game wasn't the same. The game, we weren't moving the ball as well as we were. It was turned into a lot of ISO ball. I saw a clip. I'm not sure if that was from that. Let me mention that a little bit later. But I feel like we're just not maximizing or our potential, and injuries are hurting us a lot. But also, I'm not going to front. D'Lo got lost in the sauce a little bit, and that was a big hit for us. So hopefully, he got his mind wrapped around tight, and he realizes he got to keep that same energy all year long, no matter what. Put on your AirPods, and just tone the world out, and just listen to DMX all day long. Just listen to DMX all day long. First two albums, and you just be in that type of mode all day long. Demon time all day long, and for the rest of the season, just ball out, blackout, bro. You could have made if you were playing like this the whole season, you would be an all-star right along with Brown and AD, and that's a credit to you. Not saying that you didn't do one thing or whatever, but you are in there right now doing the damn thing, and just keep it up. That's all you could do. That's all you could do. What up, Mr. James Caldwell? How you doing? I'm cool, baby. You know what I mean? I'm out here. It's a Wednesday night, trying to get some in real quick. Like I was saying earlier, oh my goodness, I'm so tired. Last night I was up just making chili with my mom for the chili cook-off at my job. You know what I'm saying? It's a winning chili. I won twice already at the chili cook-off that we have, and I'm proud to say that I took home the gold again once again. So, 3-time champion, 3 rings. I need to have me some rings. I need to get me some rings. You know what I'm saying? But they might call this a bubble championship since the lady who won the last 2 years, she wasn't able to come through. So, but at the same time, my chili was kicking. My chili was hitting. I'm talking about warm it up. People come from around the corner to come smell it because they're like, "What's that? Can I get a spoon?" Hell nah. Walk on, bro. Keep it pushing. Keep it pushing. Um, what up with? Oh, he's saying. James Caldwell saying hello. I love when my people's out here just engaging in the saying what's up from to each other and to me, and I appreciate y'all for coming through. All right, so real quick, so that's my take on trades right now. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know if they're not gonna do nothing. I don't know if they're gonna do something. I don't know if it's gonna be big or it's gonna be small, but we're gonna be here trying to look out for it. We're gonna be watching out for it. So, Rob, make me a believer. That's all I gotta say. Now, regarding Braun, I talked about it a little bit with him, with rumors saying that he's thinking about a trade, and people, Stephen A. Smith and his thirsty ass, trying to recruit Braun, bro. Please, um, Braun gonna do what Braun gonna do, and I hope that he decides to stay because I think that will be best for his career and his legacy. And if next year he just wants to go, no problem. You're a free man. You can do whatever you want to do. $50 million is a lot to leave on the table, bro. A lot to leave on the table. So, but at the same time, do what's best for you and your family. Your whole family is in LA. When I'm on with y'all, I say here because I'm tapped into LA. That's how I feel. You know what I mean? I wear out on the East Coast, but I'm tapped into LA. So that's how I feel. And I say here. You should stay here. Your family's here. Your son's going to school here. Where you gonna go? New York? Where you gonna go? Um, up to Golden State. I guess that might not be bad as long as we don't get no foolishness back like Draymond Green. I don't want Draymond Green. If we giving up LeBron and don't got Draymond Green, disaster. Disaster. I honestly don't even want Clay. Personally, I think that he should. Unless we get in Kaminga, you know what I'm saying? And several other people plus some draft compensation. I don't do a trade. So Bron, see what you want to do, and I'm glad to hear that that Rich Paul shut it down, saying that he has not asked for a trade, nor will he. Before, of course, beginning the season, the Lakers already said it, so there's no reason to even reply back to that statement, saying that, oh, do you think that LeBron James wants to get traded? They didn't even respond to it, because it makes no sense. It's just foolishness, basically. Why would you trade? That's not what the Lakers do. Lakers don't trade away stars. We trade for stars. And they could stay for as long as they want to until we don't need them any longer. Well, no, until they don't serve the purpose that they're brought in for, like a la Russell Westbrook. He didn't do what we expected for him to do, and he wasn't happy. We wasn't happy, so we parted amicably. So, but I think Braun should definitely stay. I think that he next year, if he wants to do whatever he wants to do, no problem. But I'm gonna do. I'm gonna end off this episode just talking a little bit about Bronny. What's up? I'm real quick. Me, this James Caldwell said really looking forward to tomorrow, even if we don't make moves. Always exciting. There's three big things happening in the Laker world tomorrow. I mean, if you're not excited, I don't know what's going on with you. You need to wake up, take some B12 shots or something. You know what I mean? And wake up, get a Red Bull, and get back into the game like EA Sports. You know what I mean? You got the Kobe statue. You got the Black Mamba uniforms. We play in Denver, and it's the trade deadline. It's Hollywood, baby. It's a movie, dog. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be amazing. But sometimes you can't have the Hollywood endings that you think you could have. And I said it from the beginning of the season, before the season even started, just kind of talking about Bronny and whether I thought that he and his dad should play. And I'm sure that Braun had the best of intentions. I mean, the purest of intentions at heart when he said that he wanted to play with his son, because it would be amazing to have that would be the culmination of his entire career, to not only, be the stats king of the NBA, but also get a chance to play with his son. That would be any any parent's dream come true. I look forward to playing basketball with my daughter. You know what I mean? But at the same time, professional sports is a different thing. You need to earn your way. Jordan's kids didn't get far. And I don't think it's just because of the fact that they were Jordan's kids. They just didn't have it. They didn't have those kind of skills. They wasn't a father. And unfortunately, you're going to be measured up against your father. You know what I'm saying? Or your parents. Especially if your parent was great at something. Imagine if Einstein had children who were scientists. People would be like, you ain't your daddy. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that. So Bronny is gonna face it tenfold, especially with the fact that it feels as though, and I mean it feels because if it looks like a duck and it walks like a duck, it's a duck. It feels as though Braun is trying to leverage teams into drafting Bronny, which is something that should be earned. And personally, from looking at him, he's starting to catch on. He's starting to show that, you know, I got those intangibles and I can be good starting or off the bench at USC. You know, he gets his opportunities. He got some more minutes the other day and put some good points on, some good stats in the box. So I'm glad to see that. Um, at the same time, I feel like he needs some more seasoning. He needs to win a starting spot, not just be given a starting spot. I wish the team was better. But that might be a blessing, because if the team doesn't have high expectations, that means that upperclassmen won't get the nod immediately in front of him if he can show that he's as good as they are. So I'm hoping that he has that type of competitive nature in him to want to take that spot, earn his positions. He's going to need that being Bronny. You know what I'm saying? So he can't even be called by his own actual name, the name that's on his birth certificate. He can't even be called that. I don't know if he made a decision. I hope he made that decision. Or maybe his parents just, they would probably call him a Brownie around the house, and it just stuck. You know what I mean? But I think that he should definitely stay in USC for a year, at least one more year. You got plenty of time. You don't need the money. You don't need to jump out right now. Stay and earn your way and earn a draft pick. If you earn a draft pick, then people are gonna look at you at school, and if you show improve, we're gonna let that slide. Because if it's anything we could see from Bronny and Bryce, they got skills. They do got skills, but they got to show that they can perform on those high levels. And so that's something that Bron can't do for them. Nobody did it for Bron. Bron can't do it for his kids. And so he should basically just kind of not exactly rescind that statement, but Bronny should take control of his own life. And as he is a grown man, well, not a grown man, but I'm sure he's doing grown man things. But at the same time, I think that he should make grown man decisions for himself. And I think that that's one that he should definitely make. That's kind of in response to, I think Austin Rivers said something about that. And some people are, I agree wholeheartedly with what he said, even though not really a fan of Austin Rivers at all. Kind of seems whack to me, even though he's a decent ball player. And I saw that game, that Duke game, live actually. So I was like, okay, he could make that shot, but it just didn't translate for long term in the NBA. So he's transitioning on to whatever he could do, but he had that experience, and they shitted on him, and he wasn't even like, his daddy wasn't Bron. His daddy wasn't Jordan. His daddy wasn't even Steph Curry or nobody like that. You know what I mean? So it's definitely something that he's going to have to face. And I just hope that he makes the right decisions and makes those decisions for himself and not for his father, because the second his father retires, he's going to be in the G League if he don't earn it. Facts. Book it. He needs to stay in the league and stay in the school in school until he has that respect, and then he could come out. I'm not saying he stays until he is a senior, you know what I mean? But sometimes there's nothing wrong with that. Austin stayed till he was senior. Jaime stayed, I think he stayed all 4 years. There's plenty of great players who stayed for years. You don't have to come out. A lot of times when these kids come out, because they're either phenoms, 7 feet tall in high school, or they need that money for their family. You don't need either. You don't need either. So stay, build, take your time. You're gonna get there. You have the best of everything. So I mean, the best training you could possibly get. If you can't do it, I don't know who can. That's all I'm gonna say. Except for your brother Bryce. Your brother Bryce could go straight to the league right now. Bryce is nice. I can't wait to see how tall he caps out at. If he caps out around his dad, and he is a shooter, that's gonna be something to behold. He could finish at the rim like his daddy. He's gonna be tall, almost like his daddy, and he got a shot. It's gonna be nasty. It's gonna be nasty. I'm looking forward to it all. But last comment, Mr. Colwell, you said have a great night, sis. Catch you on your next video. Thank you so much, James. Thank you, Empire Jeff, for tapping in. Thank you, Reg Dog TV. Thank you very much, so much. I really appreciate you guys for tapping in real quick, just for a quick little recap before the end of this trade deadline. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. I'm definitely going to try my best to get on here. Family obligations, work obligations, and I'm tired as hell because I was up till like 1 a.m. waiting for it to cool so I could put it in the fridge. Went to work, bust my ass all day, took home the gold, so that's what's up. But at the same time, right now, my eyes are hanging low. So love you guys. Take care of one another. Please like the video, subscribe, share with your friends. If you like what I'm telling you, go ahead and share with your people. Follow me on Instagram at Call Me Nakomi, and Call Me Nakomi with the number 1 on X. And I love you guys. Appreciate you for coming through. May you always find water and shade.